I remember sitting on my couch, staring at the tall cabinets across from me, trying to make sense of that feeling that I had after a massive anxiety attack. The one that feels like cement is running through your veins. They hit me fast and hard after I graduated, and I got that little piece of paper that told me that one chapter had ended and page one of the next had just begun. And all of that free time that I was supposed to savor as a graduate was spent in self-doubt and panic about what was next. You start to see people differently. Friends of mine, they could tell that something was wrong, but my pride kept me silent. And all of this was made worse by the reality that I had no logical reason to feel this way. I had done incredible things with the UWM cohort of fellows. In addition to this, I executive directed a TEDx conference that I founded in 2014, and all of this was punctuated by a dream job in healthcare technology that I landed in Milwaukee. But this cloud of self-deprecation and uncertainty, it overshadowed my new career-driven life. I should have been full to the brim with gratitude and with focus. It was a high standard that I assumed that people expected of me and that I demanded from myself. It hit me that transitions can be difficult for passionate and ambitious people. We spend all of this time on campus and we have so much influence, and then we start all over again. Like Alex alluded to earlier, you spend 4 years in a sprint, in a runner's high. And when you finally have an opportunity to take a break, your legs, they're numb, and you're gasping for air. But this is not a story of self-pity. Can you imagine what would happen if a lanky white guy had a breakdown at the stage of Microsoft? How uncomfortable that would be? That would suck. Ugh. Instead, I want to tell you about how I overcame this challenge and how I believe that you can too. In November, an opportunity arose to contribute to the Midwest Regional Meetup that UWM hosted, and I saw a chance to implement my UIF roots in my new career-driven life. Like any self-respecting fellow, I hosted a workshop. We got buy-in from company leadership, we got creative with our UX design department, and most importantly, we focused on real and salient business challenges that our company was facing trying to progress healthcare tech. Colleagues of mine still reference this opportunity as an incredible opportunity to showcase our company's mission to an important and national audience. And fellows who participated, I still get thank yous from them to be able to exercise that design thinking muscle in an important and unique setting. My UWM cohort might not know this, but this was a turning point. It was walking through a door. And the reason that I tell you this today is because this story might not connect with you, but it might be exactly what the person on your right or your left needs to hear right now. Anyone with grand views of the future and the ability to achieve them may find transitions difficult, but I am up here today to tell you that your UIF roots should not be overlooked and they should not be underplayed because they can carry you through. It made me think, how might we create a community of early career innovation fellows to reshape the way we think about graduation, not as a destabilizing event, but as an on-ramp to change in new, exciting, and wonderful organizations. What you've learned over the last 60 hours doesn't just build better workshops, it builds better confidence. What you've learned, the lessons, they're yours now, and they can never be taken away. Also know that what you're learning here doesn't just develop better campuses, it develops better relationships. I have a feeling that a lot of you are realizing that you now have hundreds of new family members that you can talk to and that you can confide in, and isn't that a beautiful thing? We have a lot of work to get done. I want to leave you with 2 things that can help you overcome situations like I faced. Number 1 is to tell someone. Trust me. And number 2 is to find a mirror and say these words to yourself, but let them come from that little spot in the middle of your ribs, right here where your fire comes from. UIF roots, don't fail me now. Thank you.